would like to ask this chance from Tan Ajahn Anan and all the Theras. Hello to all my Dhamma friends, and greetings to all the laity, both on site at Wat Mapjan and online. So today is the second day of the Dhamma course at Wat Mapjan, and this afternoon now is the time to listen to Dhamma. The benefit of listening to Dhamma, if you really pay attention, it will give benefits. The first one is so your mind can be peaceful and you can enter samadhi. The second one is you can understand the Dhamma. Maybe it's something that you don't understand before and you can understand it. And lastly, if you already understand something, maybe you will have a deeper understanding of that Dhamma. So listening to Dhamma, this gives you the chance to realize and see the Dhamma in your heart. And this is something that everyone aim for when you join this Dhamma course. Everyone want to have Dhamma in their heart, want to have less kilesas. This is why you set your heart to join. When you practice, the kilesas may lessen. Your life in the samsara may be shortened, or if you have enough parami, then it may finish in this life. This all depends on your past spiritual accumulation. I believe that many of you have practiced for a long time. Some of you may start when you were born. Your parents are Buddhists. Some of you may follow Buddhism in the later on in your life. And some of you may have different teachers before, but now you have Venerable Ajahn Anan as your teacher because you have faith in him. This is a good chance because Tan Ajahn Anan, he not only gives Dhamma talks, but he gives you a chance to ask Dhamma questions. Because sometimes just listening to Dhamma talks, you may not understand and you may have doubts and questions. So it is good that you can ask these questions and he can give the right answers. So as this morning, Tan Ajahn Anan explained what Kammatthana is. So everyone should know that to practice Kammatthana, the main point is to focus on your mindfulness, Sati Sampajanna. Sati is the mindfulness and Sampajanna is the total awareness in the present moment. This can be in a formal setting or informal setting. In the formal setting, it is as what we have been doing, sitting samadhi, or walking meditation, or even walking in the circumambulation. When you're at home, maybe you feel like when you practice, you should have some form of formal setting. You can set your heart that you will sit meditation for half an hour, 1 hour. So set the target, but don't set it too high. Don't stress yourself out. What's more important is you have to keep your mindfulness during the day. And you have to not fall into the liking and disliking of the emotion that come into your heart. And what is sati? Sati is mindfulness. It is mindfulness at all time, and that can turn into sampajanna, fully aware of yourself and your surrounding. You also have to have the right kind of sampajanna. You have to know, you have to be fully aware that what you are doing, maybe you have mindfulness in doing something, but you have to be aware that what you are doing is good or bad or evil, if it's beneficial or unbeneficial to you and to others. You also have to observe your surrounding and even set the parameter to be aware of when you practice. For example, you are aware of your sitting. What posture are you sitting? Are you sitting with your back hunched, or are you sitting straight? When you walk meditation, you have the awareness of where you focus your eyesight, or where you would turn around when you're walking. And the last point is you have to be sure of your practice. Don't keep changing it. That's not good. So when you have all these points, and you have mindfulness and sampajanna, fully awareness, this will give you benefits in your practice. Also, when you practice meditation, when you practice Dhamma, you also have to go against the kilesas, because that's human nature. It is normal for human emotions to follow the kilesas. That is why when you have mindfulness, you have to go against it. In Thai, the word for patient endurance is otthon. That's the combination of two words. Ot is to refrain from kilesas, something that you may like, but is unbeneficial for you. and ton is to endure. For example, if you want to be healthy when you're eating for your health, you have to refrain from eating something that will destroy your health. Maybe something that's sweet, something that's have high calories, and you have to sometimes endure, meaning you have to eat something that may be beneficial for you even though it doesn't taste good. So if you have this otton, this patient endurance, then your health will get better. This is the same for your meditation practice. So every day you have to think if you can refrain from something more, or if you can endure something more to make your practice better. And this will result in a stronger mind. And also you have to have patient endurance with the emotions that you don't like. So when you see or hear or face something that you don't like, you have to have patient endurance. You don't show whether it's in the body or your speech. And also you have to endure, meaning you have to not follow the emotions that you like. This is very important to keep your mindfulness. So for the first day of this meditation course, maybe you start with having a lot of strength in your practice. In the second day, the strength may be lessened. For example, the athletes, if they want to win gold medal or want to win a championship, they all have to practice and acquire strength, both in the physical and mental. They have to practice according to the techniques of each sport. So it's the same for the Dhamma. For your practice, you have to have strength. You have to have the strength to practice continuously. In Pali, it's called pala. It's the quality that brings strength to your practice, so that you can keep practicing with the same strength on the first day, the second day, the third day, even to the last day. It is very important that every practitioner have these 5 palas. They are sattha, viriya, sati, samadhi, and panya. These 5 things, these 5 qualities, you have to keep acquiring them. Not just one of them, you have to acquire all 5. The first one is sattha, it's the faith. This is the reason why you are here in the first place. You have faith in the teachers, in the great teachers, in Tan Ajahn Anan. You have faith that he is an Arya Bukkala, He can give us Dhamma, and He can lead us on the path to realize Dhamma. But to have faith, you also have to practice. If you keep practicing, then you will realize the result, and then your faith will increase. So when you already have faith, you already have sattha, then you have to have diligence, virya. You have to have diligence, whether it's during the day or at night. When you wake up in the morning, you have to have the diligence to keep your mindfulness right from the start when you wake up, and then keep that mindfulness until you go to sleep at night. This is the right way to increase diligence. The more you do it, the better it is. But you have to do it with the quality of equanimous. So you don't do it because to follow your desire. For example, when you sit meditation, sometimes the peacefulness arises, sometimes it doesn't happen, but you keep doing it. Peacefulness or not, it just follow the, it is something that's the cause and effect. So you have to keep the diligence going. For some advanced practitioner, when you go to sleep, maybe you still have the mindfulness with you. This is something that can happen. Your body may be resting, but your mind is fully awake. So you don't have to worry about it. This is something that can happen. If you have diligence, then you don't have to sleep that much. You can sleep for maybe 5, 6, 7 hours. That's according to your age, your condition in working. That's something that will set what's the appropriate amount of sleep for you. The third quality is sati, mindfulness. Whether you're practicing, whether it's a formal setting or informal setting, you're practicing now together or alone by yourself, you have to have mindfulness. It is important to keep the mindfulness within your body and your mind. Don't send it out. If you say you're practicing, you're staying alone, but then you watch your telephone or you play social media, that's not practicing, because you're sending out your citta, your mind. And the fourth quality is samadhi. For samadhi, you have to practice until you experience the rapture. This rapture, piti, is something that will give strength to your mind. It feeds your mind. Just like food, you have to eat so that your body is full. rapture is the food for your heart, for your mind. If you sit meditation, but then you don't find the peacefulness, then piti will not arise, and then you may give up on your practice. This is where patient endurance come in. Because maybe today you have a good meditation, maybe tomorrow it won't be good. This is normal. You cannot expect it to be good every time. You have to realize that is the truth and you have to accept it. So you have to keep practicing samadhi until you reach the piti, the rapture. And then afterward, you keep practicing, and then your samadhi will be higher and higher. Maybe you will enter jhana, the first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana. And lastly is the panya, the wisdom. This is wisdom according to the Dhamma. This is not the wisdom in the worldly sense. It's the wisdom that lead to your peacefulness. And once peacefulness arises, then you use that to contemplate anicca, dukkha, anatta. Keep doing that and acquire it little by little. And this wisdom, it will help in your practice as well. I'll give an example. Maybe you have been practicing for a long time. You have sit meditation for many times already, but then your mind is not peaceful. But this time, when you sit, you use contemplation of death, and then your mind enters peacefulness. And this is where wisdom arises. You realize that this method of contemplation of death is good for you. And then for next time, maybe you want to try anapanasati, but then your mind is not peaceful. Then you contemplate death, and then you become peaceful, and then you realize that, oh, this is the right method for me. So to have mindfulness, Sati Sampajanna, patient endurance, and the 5 quality to give you strength, the Pala 5. This is something that I would like to give to you on these first day of the practice. I want you to pay attention in the next day as well, these coming days, because in the afternoon, many disciples of Luang Por Anan will come from all over the country in Thailand to give Dhamma talks. And this is a good chance that you don't have to go to many places to meet with Kruba Ajahn that can give you Dhamma. So in the end, I would like to ask for the quality of the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, Venerable Luang Pu Sha, Venerable Luang Por Anan, that every one of you can have a success in your meditation practice, and may you all realize the Dhamma.